I love you.
My partner and I started dating when we were college students. 5 years later, we live together and are like family. For a 26-year-old, 5 years is a long time, but compared to a lifetime with someone, our relationship is still in its embryo stage. We've changed fundamentally since we met as students, and I know that our development is ongoing. It's something I think about a lot, the question of how you can nourish love and connection in a relationship where the two people in it are constantly evolving and changing. One answer: create a love map. Love maps are a term coined by Dr. John Gottman, the co-founder of the Gottman Institute, who's conducted over 40 years of research on love. I spoke to Karen Bridboard, a licensed psychologist and certified Gottman therapist, about how to build a love map. Unlike how it sounds, it isn't a tangible thing that can sit on your night table or that you can tuck inside a drawer next to your bed. It's a series of questions that you can either ask your partner or answer about your partner, and they range in levels of intimacy. Each question is meant to deepen your connection and your understanding of the other's world.
What is one of your concerns or worries?
What are two of your aspirations, hopes, or wishes?
Which people does Alexandra most admire in the world?
What is Brian's favorite time for making love? Even before learning about love maps, I felt like Brian and I are a couple who practice curiosity. We're rarely on our phones when we're together, and we're always checking in with each other about what's happening.
Alex, you sit there, Brian, you sit here.
Because of that, I wasn't anticipating feeling taken aback by any of the questions in the exercise, which Karen provided to our producer, and we were seeing for the first time when sitting down together.
What was your most embarrassing moment?
In middle school, I went to the Needham Pool and Racket Club. I had just started shaving my bikini line, so I wasn't good at that yet. And I think I had missed a spot, and I was jumping off the diving board, and some of the boys saw some pubic hair and freaked out. And we're talking about it, and it was the most mortifying thing ever. What is your greatest fear?
Being far away from family.
Why do you think that is? What are you scared is gonna happen?
Just not seeing them so much. There's not necessarily a consequence or an end result, but not being able to see our respective families on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and possibly growing apart and not being so involved in each other's lives.
Who is Brian's greatest source of support other than me? I think that you go to different people for different types of support. Over time, it has become more your brother than I think it was when we first started dating. Should Alexandra and I move in together? I know that he was very helpful there.
What is one of Alexandra's favorite ways of being soothed? Oh, being massaged, obviously. You completely melt away physically and emotionally and spiritually, so I would say by far, that's your easiest and favorite way to be soothed.
Even if I'm upset, you notice?
Correct.
If I'm crying.
You'll immediately stop if I start to massage your shoulders or your neck.
Here's the beautiful thing about love maps. They'll catch you off guard and make space for vulnerability in places you didn't know needed it. You may even cry when you least expect it.
What is Alexandra's favorite kind of reading? Harry Potter defined your childhood, as you have told me many, many, many times. And some of the books that you say you love now are something fictional with a little bit of a magical aspect in it. I think that's the favorite kind of reading.
Yeah, I love you. That's so right. Brian and I kept the conversation going long after we finished building our love map, and we want to do it again and do it often. The Gottman Institute recommends doing it once a week, and they can provide you with questions to help get you started. Love map night is really just date night. You can ask these questions over dinner at a place you love or while you're at home relaxing on the couch, whatever works for you. Remember, humans are dynamic, and so are relationships. To sustain connection, you need to prioritize curiosity, and love maps are a perfect way to do this.